It's been a year since Julianne Finney sat here, weeping in Parliament as the Royal Commission she fought so hard to establish tabled its findings.
This report is for David.
For her, it was justice for her son, who died by suicide in 2019. After 3 years, nearly 6,000 submissions, a 3,000-page report and 122 recommendations, the moment should have felt like closure.
It was horrible. I realised that I hadn't won anything. It was just the beginning.
Since then, not a day has passed where she hasn't been phoned by current and ex-serving members, telling her the issues exposed during the investigation are still rife.
I speak to hundreds and hundreds of serving members and veterans, and it's still going on.
Jack is a serving member. He says Defence turned its back on him after he was assaulted by his ex-partner.
I was losing hearing from my ear, my jaw was swelling up, I had blood spurting from my mouth, from my nose, my eye was closing up, I had blood all over my face.
It wasn't the first time his perpetrator had assaulted a serving member. Court transcript showed an almost identical incident. His attacker had previously assaulted another serviceman. His abuser was sentenced in court for both offences, but was never stood down from the ADF and is still publicly representing Defence.
Everything has been behind closed doors and it's felt like it's been ushered away at the quickest opportunity to avoid any scrutiny.
Jack says he was offered little support from the ADF.
For a period of time there, a lot of those thoughts turned to taking my own life, and I felt like I've been treated like a problem.
Currently, the victims are not only the victims of that violence within the ADF, but then victimised by the processes which protect the perpetrators.
In a separate incident, the ABC understands a senior Defence leader was let off lightly despite more than a dozen substantiated reports of unacceptable behaviour. He was described as toxic and tyrannical, someone who repeatedly bullied, belittled, harassed and humiliated his subordinates. Yet the leader was allowed to continue on a promotional course.
This is the sort of conduct and behaviour that the Royal Commission had countless stories about.
The Royal Commission also made direct findings in relation to how it handles domestic violence and allegations of bullying. In a statement, the ADF said there is no place for any form of violence or inappropriate behaviour in Defence, and those found guilty of serious offences can face disciplinary actions, including involuntary separation. It also apologised to those who have experienced cultural issues within the force. Laura Lavelle, ABC News.
And if you or someone you know needs help, please contact the Defence Support Line Soldier On or Open Arms.